Canada.
How's it going?
I'm good.
How's it going with you these days? Chubby Checker I'm speaking with.
Great. I'm coming to Canada. I'm going to be a Canuck for a couple of days.
Now, we don't get the honor to see you coming down here too often.
Well, I don't come to where you are too often, but I come to Canada a lot.
Now, why is it that you've been missing the Maritimes for all these years?
I don't know, but I haven't visited that part of the country, but I've been, I'm up there in, where's that place we play up in? Oh, up north of Toronto, we play there, and we're in Montreal, and we're going to be in Halifax. We were in Calgary. We travel around Canada a lot. We just haven't been where you are.
So this is going to be a real good treat for the Nova Scotians, to see Chubby Checker, Halifax Casino, August 23rd. Like, what can we expect from a great evening like this?
We're gonna level the city. When we leave, it's not going to be the same.
Now, just so you know, there's big billboards. That means people get to see your face, and they say, wow, Chubby Checker's coming to a casino in Nova Scotia, It's a great honor to be, placed on the highways and stuff like that. Would you not say that?
Well, it's going to be exciting. We tried a few years ago in Nova Scotia, but it didn't work out very well, and so we made another attempt to make it happen this time, and I think it's going to be fun. They're going to have lots of fun, and I think while I'm in town, I'm going to have some of the famous lobster you guys are always talking about. I'm going to be doing that, but it's going to be exciting, and when we leave town, it won't be the same.
That we're going to be sure of, and how is touring these days for you?
I'm always on tour. Things are always wonderful, and it's what I do. In fact, we just got back from the country of Chile.
Wow.
We got back yesterday. We were in Chile, and we played 3 shows down in Chile. It was wonderful. Beautiful people down there, and they had a very good time, and it was exciting. And to go from there, and the next thing I'll be where you are, which would be good.
Now, Chubby Checker, let's say for spending time on the road, what type of gadgets do you use, to entertain your time? We got iPads and iPhones, all that today. How do you do it?
I have so many things that I'm involved in outside the music industry. I'm a very busy man. I'm an inventor of certain food items and things to wear, things to eat, and things to drink. I'm involved in those kind of things, and I think perhaps maybe over the next 3 years you're going to start seeing things, something to wear, something to eat, something to drink, and you're going to know that it's Chubby Checker. You're going to know that. You'll just see it. Say, that's Chubby. So keep a hold of my number so that maybe next year you'll see something. You'll pick up the phone and say, is that you? I said, what did you see? I saw this. Is that you? I said, that's me. I told you.
I'll see all these merchandisings and, all that greatness in Canada.
And not just in Canada, over the whole world. It's going to be everywhere on the planet. It's really a big. It's not even big. It's huge, but it's going to be, and it's going to be bigger than Chubby Checker. It'll be bigger than the Twist. And it's going to be just something that's huge, and everybody's going to like it because I've chosen things that everybody does, but I just add a little twist to it, make it better.
And how's the online empire for you? The online world.
Wonderful. I mean, I've taken full advantage of all the new communications. There's information, and I take full advantage of it. One new song called "Change," and you can get on iTunes and the CD on Amazon. Advantage of. We're on Twitter, see Chubby.com. I'm all over the place. It's wonderful.
The music industry itself, where do you see that going in 10 years from now?
Well, I'm glad one thing that's going to happen, that you're going to have to see the singers. We don't have anybody to duplicate singers. That's going to make me very, very happy, because everything else can be duplicated or changed around. I mean, the stage and the people that sing and the people that listen to singers, That's not going to change. That's going to be like the boxing ring. You want to see boxers, you got to go to the ring and see the boxers' rings. And the bullfighters, that's not going to change. And that's going to be very much the same, but the way you do it might be different. I think that we're not going to see a lot of, I think the grocery business is going to change. I think delivery is going to come back. The computers has wiped out all the record stores almost. It's just that we're in the greatest part of humanity as we speak right now. It's the best time to be alive because everything is there. All you have to go out and touch it and make it happen. You're not in contact with just Canada or United States. You get on a computer and you're all over the world. In fact, they have a machine right now that if I want to speak to someone in Russia, I can speak to them in English and it'll be transferred in Russian. Is that cool or what?
Wow. No, that's technology for you.
We're just, this is the best time to be alive. I don't care who you are. It's just a great time to be. It's like not the 20s or the 30s or the 40s or the 50s. This is a great time. And something else is never going to change either. Not the way I see it. The way we dance on the dance floor, Chubby Checker put that style right there. It's 55 years old. The dance style on the dance floor, whether you're dancing to Bill Haley or Justin Bieber, what we put on the floor is still there. Dancing apart to the beat. We put that on the dance floor. That's almost like the guy who invented the light bulb or the guy who did the telephone, you know? I mean, the day that it was incepted, it's been here ever since. You go on the dance floor, you see the girl in front of you and that guy in front of you, exploiting your sexuality while being fully dressed. Chubby Checker brought that. It's as old as my career. In fact, I think Billboard magazine last week, we had a celebration for Twitch one song for 55 years. That dance, the twist, and the pony, the fly, and the shake, and the hot Checker brought this to the dance floor, and it's still here. All they did was slow down the beat,
wow.
And that made it much more sexier. But that's not going to change, not in my lifetime.
I mean, when you wake up in the morning, I'm sure you think, you've accomplished so much things, and you made, the twist and all that stuff. I'm sure it's a great feeling.
Well, it's a mixed blessing because, the twist being the number one song on the planet for 55 years. That song's number one. It's the only song to be number one twice since God put us on earth. And when I listen to the radio across the country, across the world, I don't hear Chubby Checker. That's disturbing. Any person from 90 years old to 7 years old should know the twist, like they know the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, some of those people that are out there singing, they should know Chubby Checker. And we're not getting, the twist is not being played. The number one song on the planet really doesn't have a format. For every other song, maybe there is. But if you have a country radio station, you says, hey, folks, here we are. This is the number one song on the planet. Let's play it, Chubby Checker. And you go to a rock station. Guy says, here's the number one song on the planet, Chubby Checker. You go to adult contemporary. Here's the number one song on the planet. I mean, that's how I see it. But that's not the reality. And I sure wish that it was.
In like 500 years from now, the song will still be played. Would you not agree?
Well, I think that the number one song on the planet, it was number one twice in 18 months. Is that going to happen again? I don't know. Probably will. I don't know. Might be 200 years from now or 100 years from now, maybe next week. We don't know. But it's also the first song to be number one on the planet. We can't do that again. Now, song being number one twice within 18 months, maybe that'll happen again. But the first song to be number one on the planet, that might never happen again. Now, that can't happen again. So, but look. It's a blessing, and it's God. It comes from God because I mean there are a lot of people out there making a lot of noise. You know, there's the Rolling Stones, there's Paul McCartney, there's Prince, there's Justin Bieber, there's and Britney Spears. I think is the best woman out there on stage. She's so hot. I think she's great. You know, and all these great singers and all these people out there doing everything. But you're talking to the guy that has the #1 song on the planet. And I'm not getting that airplay. And guess what? When I come to your town, you're going to see that Chubby goes on stage and he kills. I mean, we don't fool around. We don't. I mean, you need to come see our show. We don't fool around. It's just, that's what's kept me in business all these years with the show that we have. People come see it over and over again. Kids from the 60s now have grandchildren. They came to see my show with their children. Now their children come to see my show. And they've got children. I mean, I go to Disney World every year, and I'm entertaining people from 90 years old to people that are 3 years old. They'll come to my show. And Disney doesn't have me there because I'm not able to entertain all these people, but I do, and I do it very, very successfully. And so coming to your town and playing with you guys, well, we're going to have some fun. And remember, the show is all about, it's about them. I'm just a good excuse for the party. It's all about them.
Well, Chubby Checker, been a super pleasure talking to you, and
Thank you.
I wish you so much success and greatness.
I really wish you come see our show because you're just talking to the voice. You haven't seen the action. Come to the show.
I shall go to the show and enjoy it.
So I can meet you face to face.
Awesome. All right, shall do that, my friend.
Thank you.
Well, Chubby Checker, been a real pleasure, and I hope I help you with this interview.
God bless. Thank you.
All right, you have a good one. See you at the concert.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.